Hello and welcome to the first episode of the all new and improved DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at BOYGOB.com. Now 200% more dehydrated, not because of the beer, because of the liquid shits. Joe, how was your week?
Well, today was also filled with shits, Tom. But I guess we'll get to that because it is probably the result of the week. The week was the week. The week went by fairly quick because I was just getting ready for Texas Frightmare weekend, which we did. We just got back yesterday from Texas Frightmare weekend, the both of us. And as Tom and I have done for several years now, this is our recap of that particular convention. Uh, I don't know how long we've been covering it on the show. Probably as long as we've been doing the show, right? Which was quite a few years.
8.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing it more than that. I'm going to say fucking 14.
Yeah.
I think I missed 2. I mean, we started at the same time, so I think we only missed 2.
Um, yeah. So this year was different. This year, they held it in a convention center and not in a hotel as they've done in the past. And I was a bit apprehensive about that. I've never done well, really, I guess, at things that are held at convention centers because those are more Comic Con type deals, and Comic Con people, they don't really like my stuff, you know. They kind of like lift their nose up to it and walk by, and it's like, and probably start calling me racial slurs in their heads. But
What do
so
you
yeah,
think? What racial slurs do you think they'd call you, Joe?
oh, they're probably calling me a boy gob. Yeah.
Clown boy.
But so got there, loaded in. I was kind of frustrated, already right off the bat because uh, there was a line to load in, and that's not cool. And also, the guy that was there to help me didn't wake up, so that wasn't cool either. I'm just a bit frustrated, but once I got the loading going, it was easy. And then, what time did you show up?
Ah, shit. I don't remember. A little later than I wanted to. Like you, I had some reservations about this show because, like you, most of the shows held in convention centers that I've done have been comic book shows. Besides Mask Fest Horror Hound, I think the first year they had it, and then after that was the pandemic or whatever. But that was all right. It's just a totally, completely different feel. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely had my reservations about anything. Steve came with us from the old Chalkaholics. Shout out to them. So I want to say we left my house a little before 6. I always like to take a little more time to make sure I expel all of my bowels before I head out on a road trip. And as you knew from last week, my allergies were running fucking wild. So I want to say Wednesday, Thursday, it felt like that strep throat was coming back because my throat was a little scratchy now. I was like, oh, God damn it. So I just loaded up on Theraflu and vitamins just to make sure everything would be all right. And so we head out and got to what's the town before Ennis? Do you remember? It
Kaufman.
doesn't matter. So we got to the Kaufman, Italy exit. And I was like, oh shit, my tum tums are rumbling. I think I need to pull over. And there was a Bucky's at the Ennis or Anus exit. And I never really gave a fuck about Bucky's because these Texans, or you Texans, I guess I'm technically a Texan, luckily a transplant, but they people hype this fucking store up like it's fucking God's gift to travelers. I never really gave a fuck, but I've never had to use their bathrooms to take a big liquid shit before, Joe. And these stalls were pretty nice. The wall, it was like you
Spacious,
were walking into a closet.
right? Yeah, they're spacious and they tend to be clean.
Yeah. And it was like pretty private. I wasn't going to, but I thought for a second, you know, I could probably whack off in here and not it would be all right. No one would be able to see me. But yeah, I liquid shit there for a good 15 minutes. Had to flush a couple times. It was the medicine doing its work. Then I like got up, stood up, did some walking in place for a few seconds just to make sure everything was good. And I was just like, all right, good to go. And then I opened the door and there was a line forming now. And I was like, oh shit, I bet they looked at my feet, seeing me do that little walk in place for a little bit. So I washed my hands, got in there, and about 5 minutes later, I was like, oh Christ.
Round two.
It's
Ding, ding.
yep. So there was a pilot a couple more exits down. Not as nice and smelt like some complete bleach. And I shit next to another gentle fellow who made noises like, oh.
Did you think about jacking off there?
Nah, that wasn't
No.
one you couldn't. Nah, fuck no. That would be like some fucking. You'd be put on some kind of list for doing that shit in that bathroom. But got that shit done and then made it to the convention center. Easy load in. This was one of the easiest load ins I've had at a Frightmare, so that was nice.
Yeah, so by the
So
time we got there, that line that I was in, that disappeared because people were, like you said, loading in pretty quickly and getting their shit done and getting out of there. So that was a lot cooler. My initial frustration was unfounded.
yes, because I got a text from you that I read at the first or maybe second shit stop. I
Mhm.
should say at the second pissing out of my asshole stop. And it was like, oh, fuck this shit. These cocksuckers got a line. Fuck. And then it's like, well, how's it now? It's all right. I'm happy. Probably
Yeah,
had 8 beers already.
probably. Uh, yeah, that's another thing that we were a bit apprehensive about because it is a convention center. You know, it's like, hey, how are they going to do with the booze and the food, and not just that, but bringing in water or whatever, you know, because we're there all day. You know, we're stuck there all day, and we don't really get to run out. And I'm
Yeah, let
not.
me cut you off there really quick. Should have stated this at the beginning, but this is going to be a little bit different of a recap than you might be used to seeing. If you look at recaps of conventions at all, this is from the vendor's point of view, and it's a completely different experience, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Joe, back to you.
yeah. So we're worried about that, and I'm concerned about the bathroom lines because you know, with all the drinking we do throughout the day and the garbage food we eat throughout the day. Like, hey, is there going to be an hour long wait to the bathroom? Because before you could just go up to your room, you know, if you needed to, you could race up the stairs if you were just a couple of floors up and run in there if you're going to have an explosion or something, you know. But again, there was just one solitary bathroom that was there next to where we loaded in, and just maybe about two times that I went over there, it was occupied. The rest of the time, it wasn't, and it wasn't the cleanest all weekend, but it was fairly clean. Like they got in there and took care of it, or people weren't, pissing all over the place. So that was cool too. That worked out.
Let me ask you a question because
Yeah.
I'm ignorant to the fact. Is this the biggest convention center in Dallas? Is this like Dallas area's main convention center?
No, I think the biggest
Okay,
one is Kay Bailey Hutchinson. Uh,
gotcha. She
and
was in King of the Hill, you know.
yeah, she was. And like Aubrey's uh, done a couple of cheer competitions there, and that place is huge and stupid. I
Right
would not
on.
like to go over there, and I'm sure that no, that parking situation is real fucked. I mean, it's a really dark garage, and the the lanes are thin as hell. So this was a much better choice, and
Yeah, I was
Um,
expecting it to be like a Comic Palooza size joint with like a
yeah.
Drake drawn or some shit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, got the setup, got back to the hotel, looked around, visited with some people, and then it was showtime. Well, our hotel that we stayed at, and Tom was there too, was like a half-mile walk from the convention center, which I thought was going to suck, but it really wasn't that bad, you know. Um, the show started, and
So before the show, we all had a nice pre-game meal together.
yes, so we needed to eat, and we didn't know the food situation or what. So yeah, Lisa picked a place called the Yard House, I believe. And it's like the most beers on tap anywhere in the world or something, they said. And I don't know, I had one of their house brews, a blonde or something, and it wasn't very good.
Yeah, I had their Pilsner because for the place that had, oh, we have the most beers on tap you've ever seen, you motherfucker. Not one regular ass pale ale. So, I just got their house Pilsner and it tasted like nothing.
Yeah. And the service there was pretty slow. You know, it took us quite a while. And I'm thinking, well, shit, the show's going to start. You know, they need to fucking hurry this up.
And it wasn't packed.
It
Like
was
there were
not.
some people in there, but you would think if you have like we had what 8, 9 people
Mm-hmm.
at the table, you thought if you'd have motherfuckers like that coming in, you'd be on it and shit. It
And
was legit like 15 minutes to get the fucking beers.
well, and this is also a place that is right by a convention center and right by a place where they hold concerts, you know, a concert venue. So you would think that they get crowded and shit all the time and they're ready for stuff like this. But I don't, they just didn't give a fuck, I guess. Uh, and then our food arrived. I think you ordered the same thing I did, right?
They did. And it was like, yeah, it was, hey, we got cheeseburgers, but it has like sun dried cranberries with
Hmm.
boysenberry mayonnaise on
Yeah.
it. It always had a little something fucking goofy to the shit.
And
I
well,
fucking hate that. God damn. Just give me some regular ass fucking food, motherfucker. You don't have to add this arugula bullshit, all this fucking goofy goddamn garbage. Just give me a goddamn blue collar cheeseburger. What the fuck? If you want to add bacon, fine. Jalapenos, okay. After that, you're just fucking it up. Man, bacon cheeseburgers might have been the downfall of society because after that, fucking idiots started throwing eggs and shit on it. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, fuck, whatever. That shit's just fucking dumb.
well, Taco did order a burger from this joint, and when he got it to him, I thought it was a slider. It's like you ordered one slider because the thing was fucking tiny. You know, it's like I don't remember what it cost. I mean, the prices weren't outrageous, but for the food, because the food sucked.
Yeah.
Uh,
We got
it,
cheese steaks. So you figure at the very least it's going to be like chopped meat or something. It was
mhm.
like a cubed fucking steak. It had fucking onion rings on top of it. Dude, what the fuck? What this is fucking garbage ass fucking street food. Don't class it up. I know, just fucking, I know you got to charge a little more because where you're at, fine, but just make the shit it's supposed to fucking be. I guess that's my main fucking gripe is they got to do all this fucking silly shit to think, oh, we got to do this to make the prices seem like it fits what you're getting.
We got to stand out. We got to do something different than the norm. Yeah. 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 So I was glad to get out of that place and then actually go to work. You know, work. You know, it's a convention and we have a good time, but it's work for us as well. So the crowd was there. There was a good crowd, and uh, they seemed to manage these lines for the autographs really well. My
Yeah,
space,
this seemed like it was the most well managed show they had yet. And I mean, they had the experience from the past shows and shit, but it
yeah,
being at a different venue, it still felt like it was the most well managed one.
yeah, for them too, because you know they probably had just as many apprehensions, if not more, than we would have. You know, but no, they knocked it out, man. And the space that I had was a little bigger than I thought. it was going to be. And I didn't bring tables. I never bring tables because they're provided. But it's like, shit, there's room for a whole other table here that I could add. And luckily, my friend Damon from Abomination Avenue had an extra table in his car. So he lent me that. Thanks a whole lot, man. Uh, the show went well. I was selling good on Friday. You know, as he always does. Mr. Tom Savini came over to Tom's table. The two Toms together again, student and mentor, and he picked up a piece from you.
And I always crack up because you always take an awkward picture, and I appreciate that shit. Yeah, I appreciate him getting stuff. He has a DWN collection now for sure. I think
Mhm.
this is like the sixth one he's gotten from me over the years. And, 17-year-old Tommy would think that's fucking awesome. But I mean, like, we're doing all these business transactions, and, when I'm right in front of you in person, face to face, saying, "Hey man, thanks. I appreciate it." Stick your fist out, do a little fist bump and shit, and he just fucking walks away. I mean, what? Thanks, but fuck. It's weird. I mean, I've been saying it. Dude's fucking weird. I don't
He's an
know what
odd dude.
else to
He's
say.
an odd dude, yeah. And you're not the only one that's made that observation. A lot of people that I know, yeah.
He's
But
bought all this shit. I went to his school. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I've given you cigarettes outside the school, and we'd fucking stand there and bullshit. Fucking weird, dude. But hey, thanks, bud. Come back next year. Buy something else. Shit.
um, so like I'm not an autograph guy or anything. I don't like really like to stand in line for celebrities or anything. But the one guy I did want to meet was Tim Vigil, comic book artist that did Faust back in the day in the early '90s or whatever. Shit, they made a movie of it that I never saw. But
It's
anyway,
got your buddy Andrew Devoff in it.
yeah, I'm gonna have
The
to watch.
Brian using a joint, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a all that fucking and sucking like there is in the comic book.
No.
Uh,
No, I
well,
mean, it's okay. It reminds me a lot of Spawn.
okay, yeah, he kind of has that look. But he was situated right behind my table, so I got to meet him right away, get some stuff signed, and then commission a piece, which was reasonable. You know, most of the time I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to drop $200 to get somebody to draw a Frankenstein, and yeah, he was only $100, so that was cool. Had it knocked out and ready for me the next day.
You should
Uh,
do the funny little joke he may or may not have said, but
oh,
I got a kick out of it when
so yeah, so as I mentioned, Faust and other comics he's done, EO and shit like that. It's just a lot of nudity and shit. There's always like muscle bound dudes with huge dicks hanging down, and the women they're just like outrageously breasted. So I told he's like, okay, yeah, what do you want? What do you want me to draw? I said, Frankenstein. I always get Frankenstein. Okay, a big dick then, huh? Uh, you're the artist, man. What if that's the way you want to do it, go for it. I mean, it is you. That's what you're known for. But he did not. He drew it. He drew it regularly. Tom said it would have been funny, which it would have been, and I still would have like, fuck yeah, man, that's cool. If he had drawn a dick with some bolts on it, that would have been pretty great. Uh, but yeah, cool dude. He came before the show opened the next day. He came and like talked to me a little bit and just looking at the shirts and stuff, and we're talking movies. Cool shit. So I guess that was my experience. Lisa did want to go to take a picture with Ray Wise from I know him from Twin Peaks, and she knows him mainly from a show called Reaper that I've never seen. Uh, he was sitting there drinking a Shiner, so I thought that was cool. But $60 to take a picture with somebody is not very cool at all.
serious.
Yeah,
God damn. Them shits used to be fucking free. And I remember thinking it was ridiculous when motherfuckers started charging $10.
yeah,
Yeah, these prices are, I mean, this is the first year that, I kind of got it. Cause I'm fucking, dude, I'm sure it's fucked my brain up big time. Like, no fucking joke. The last 18 years, like pretty much all of my time except for very, very little things, like way more than I should be, have been spent in the shop.
Yep.
So my fucking view of reality is weird and where I live's weird and fucking I'm not like exposed to things because I'm just in this little box far out in the country, not fucking doing shit. Like when fucking Sunday when we went to Portillo's, just you driving by you through Allen and Richardson down to the Colony and shit in Plano. You
Mhm.
just see all these fucking different buildings with all these different nationalities, writings and shit on it, and all these fucking different people. It's like this is fucking crazy as shit. But beyond my ignorance, like what the fuck was I even talking about? The pricing's fucked. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This was the first year that I got it. Like people go into these things as an escape, like leaving their lives behind so they
Yeah.
can like forget about shit and
Hmm.
all that. Because when I got home, the realization of everything that's going on in my life just hit me as soon as I fucking got here, and I was like, God damn it, all the fucking hell. So, I mean, I get it more now than I have because, like I said at the top of this, we have a different perspective of these things because we're just sitting behind the fucking table for 3 days. We don't go to fucking panels and
Right.
do all this other shit. So I don't know a fucking goddamn thing about that.
Hmm.
But
And well, I did see a picture of the panel room with John Carpenter, and there was a shitload of people in there. They had a big room, so I mean, yeah. But we've talked to him on the phone so many times, in the early days of the show when he would call a lot. But
like you didn't see that motherfucker at all.
right,
Him
yeah,
or
yeah,
Sam Raimi, they locked him up in the fucking dungeon. You had to pay your $400 to get in there. The first time John Carpenter came fucking 10 years or so or whatever ago, he's just outside smoking by the fucking pool, doesn't
yeah,
have a fucking handler around him. Fucking handlers are weird people, dude. These guys think they're just the fucking bees knees and shit and fucking weird. Handlers have always been weird.
yeah. He let's see. I guess they kind of had to do that to manage. Like there was a lot of people to meet that guy. He was the main attraction this year, and I guess Roop went and got in line Saturday, and he said it wasn't bad. That his amount of time. He said that was managed real well too. But the guy that was in front of him, he said had like 20 something items that guy was. Can you imagine how much money that is? I mean, I don't do math very well, but that's a lot of fucking money.
And it's not worth as much as it used to, like with all these people, going and getting it and shit. Maybe in 50 years from now your kids will be able to make a fucking couple more bucks than you paid for it, but 50 years from now are the new kids gonna give a fuck about John Carpenter, or is it gonna be something else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I don't fucking see motherfuckers clamoring over trying to get Phantom of the Opera autographs, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Um, Sam Raimi was downstairs close to us for a little while, I think, on Friday, but I think maybe Saturday they moved him or something. Probably because it got too congested in the area. So, I mean, I guess that was cool that they had options this year. Like, hey, this isn't working. Let's move this, over here or something.
he did stop by the table.
Oh yeah.
So he was just like, "Oh, hey, is this DWM Productions? I love your shit, man. I was wondering why you're not wearing a suit because you're here working."
Oh, because so that was Ted Raimi. Then. That's
No,
Sam.
they both sound the same.
Did they? Okay.
And I said, guys, it's okay to relax. I don't know what your father did or didn't do to you, but you don't have to wear a suit all the time. Just
Yeah.
relax, put a nice t-shirt on. My buddy's selling them right here. Just guys, you gotta relax with that shit. Loosen the tie up. Ah, come on, buddy. We're working. Gotta dress like this. Okay. I understand. I'll see if he'll print a fucking one of those shirts with the suit on it.
Yeah. Uh, the show went by. The show went by Friday fine. Sales were good. A lot of people in there, and then we went and did some partying, or attempted to. We tried to find where the party was going to be. We hit up all three hotels that night, right?
Yeah, that was one of the big things about this one. Like, usually everybody's at the same hotel, with
Mm-hmm.
exceptions, of course, and then we all just hang out down there and shit. But it was broken up into 3, 4, maybe 5 hotels in the area, and yeah, it was kind of weird. Nothing was going on at the Westin, which was technically the host hotel. We went back to ours, the Marriott that we were staying at. There were a couple people out there. We were doing like our regular thing where we just sit by a table and bullshit. But Dave and the Severin crew weren't there, so really fucked it up. Son of a bitch. I think if he would have been there, we would have had our crew and we would
Yeah,
have been fine
yeah,
realistically. But
yeah. You were definitely missed, David. I know you listen from time to time.
doing this one in honor of you, bud.
Hmm.
And then yeah, so I guess we're just like, we'll go to the Texican in this fucking place. Jesus goddamn Christ. This is like a boutique hotel, but it's really a fucking motel. The doors are on the outside. They had the motherfucker who decorated Pee Wee's Playhouse come in and fucking decorate this place. And the concept was, in the show, we never saw the room Cowboy Curtis would live in. So let's make these rooms look like Cowboy Curtis's bedroom. And I don't know, dude. It looked like some like the typical like slums of Beverly Hills motels you would see in movies and shit, where
Yeah,
they make them look fucking quirky and dumb, and it was like hillbilly chic. I don't know how to explain it, dude. I wasn't feeling that fucking place at all. And that was like the quote unquote party hotel, which even that I don't go for. If we could just have our crew at a regular ass table, sit around like fucking gentlemen drinking and fucking bullshitting at a fucking hotel that's not fucking, uppity papa or whatever, just,
yeah.
a decent ass hotel sitting around a table bullshitting. That's cool with me. This shit just seemed like some fucking weird ass college shit or something. I don't know. I wasn't
Did
fucking
have that
digging
college
that
vibe.
place.
And we'll get to that, I guess, on Saturday. Some crazy shit happened there after we left, or whatever.
Oh no, you didn't even go there.
Now, I didn't go
That's right.
there
You were
Friday.
fucking wasted.
Yeah.
So you guys went to the room.
Hmm.
I was still up. I didn't get fucking drunk. I got fucking a little buzz sometime, but I didn't get drunk the whole fucking weekend. But yeah, you guys went up. Lori was going to bed and I was like awake. So I'm just like, all right, Taco said he was down there. I'll just fucking and that's not a racist fucking thing. This is fucking Joe's, or I guess my buddy too. I shouldn't say that, but he works at Joe's table and he's a fucking white guy who's named Taco. I don't know what to fucking tell you. So don't write letters or write them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I
That's
probably
what
will
he
reply.
prefers to be called. You got to use somebody's, not only their pronouns, but the name they prefer to be called. So,
It's respectful.
yes.
So I went to see that cracker ass fuck Taco down at the Texican, and I found him, drank 2 beers with him, and and then I saw Garrett and our buddy Garrett, and he was drunk, pretending like he was gonna play fight me. So I like backed up and got into a stance, slipped on someone's fucking beer they spilt, busted my ass.
Oh,
So
shit.
that was fun. So I had 2 beers with Taco, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm fucking not feeling this shit at the fuck all." And went back to the hotel and went to bed, getting ready for day 2, which was Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. So, uh, I had kind of lost my phone Friday night, you know, and I was freaking out about this and thinking, well, shit, I got maybe.
Damn, hold up. Sorry, dog. Emily's out here saying cars were broken into at the Texican.
Yes, I was going to get to that
Oh
for the
shit, right
Saturday
on. My bad.
antics. Yeah. Oh, I can't see the chat, by the way, people. Sorry. Hello, everybody that's there. Maybe three of you or whatever. Um, so I get there early, and they weren't letting the vendors in. You know, that it was.
Oh shit, hold on. Can we go back to Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So reason Joe and Lisa didn't go to the Texican is because Joe was very drunk
Very.
and very angry. What were you angry about, Joe?
Oh fuck! I don't know.
Your phone?
My phone. Yeah,
Yeah, Joe left his phone at the table,
but I
but
didn't do that.
he thought he lost it.
I thought I'd
And
lost. I was pissed off. Like, how am I going to run cards? And you know, I can't just get a replacement phone on the weekend or whatever. I don't have time for that. So yeah, I was a bit stressed. But
Joe is not a hip hop fan. He's a metalhead, so he wears jeans that are on the tighter side. Jeans that if you were to put your phone in your pocket, it would definitely never ever ever fall out of your pocket. You'd have a better chance of it snapping in half or
yes.
cracking the screen
Hmm.
before it falls out of your pocket. So the whole time I'm just like, dog, it's under a fucking t-shirt. We'll go get it tomorrow and everything would be cool. Let's just, enjoy and drinking, having all right. Man, fuck you. Fuck this. You don't know. I'm just like, no, I do. It's gonna be over there. And
It was.
he's
They let us
yeah.
in. Um, but there's vendors waiting at the door, and they were like, "Oh, we're not letting you guys in until 9." It's like, well, shit. I guess I'm standing around for 30 minutes. And there's a good line of people. The line to get in the convention was went around the building.
Were you hungover?
No, not at that point. Uh, you know, my
Were
hangovers.
you still drunk?
No, but my
Okay.
my my hangovers come like at like noon. Like they just sneak up on me. I was like, "Hey, you thought you were safe, huh? Nope." But like, and then it gets to be 9 o'clock, and like some people are like pounding on the door, "Hey, let us in! What the fuck?" You know, it's like 9 o'clock. We got to work and everything. I'm kind of like, God damn, man, you guys must be new vendors because not trying to get kicked out of here or anything, or not, not wanting to be rude to fucking anybody, but they let us in. Yeah, I go in there and yeah, there's my phone. There it is. Great. So crisis averted. Saturday, very crowded, but I was like, man, I should be making more money right now. Like my Saturday sales were a lot slower than they've been in the past, and that was a bit worrisome for me. You know, I was like, God damn, I don't know. Um, so yeah, I made considerably less on Saturday, but fuck it, you're there. I'd already spent my money, to be there, and I always try to have a good time, unless I lose my phone or keys or
Oh
room
shit,
card
you didn't even
or
talk about that
no.
shit.
I'll get
Hey,
to
let's
that
go
in our
back to
list.
Friday,
That's
okay?
gonna be on our list. Okay. Uh, so, but yeah, so had a good time. We were hanging out. We were having fun. We started drinking again, uh, somewhat early, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I cracked the first one open because, like I said, I didn't get fucking really drunk Friday, and
Mhm.
Friday's usually the day that I'm just when
Yeah,
wake up feeling absolutely terrible Saturday and all day Saturday, and I don't want to drink at all, even in the night. It's
yeah,
like, oh man, Tom was real funny cutting it up and everything Friday. And then I'm just like quiet as a
yeah,
mouse Saturday because I'm trying not to puke on
yeah.
motherfuckers.
You usually do. I forget about that. Yeah, Saturday you're just kind of stick in the mud, whatever. But
Because
yeah,
Friday's the day that I usually do the best. Saturday's okay. And then Sunday's fucking nothing. Like
mm,
I could just fucking go home, not even.
yeah.
That's why we'll get to that.
So again, Saturday, well managed, big crowd, and I think they handled it pretty well. I didn't see a whole lot of congestion of people anywhere. Yeah, and then it was time to party again. So
Those went and got some food, right?
yeah, went and ate. That's kind of why I can handle myself a little bit better on Saturdays most of the time until I reach that certain plateau. But yeah, a bunch of us always go and eat at Heart Eight Barbecue. It's a tradition we've had, I guess, since they moved to the airport or whatever, or that other. No, even before that, we would go. But Tom doesn't eat barbecue, so he didn't go with us. So I caught
Never
up with
do.
him. Did y'all grab a bite to eat after the show, or?
Yeah, after years and years and years and years of saying, I want to try Lupe tortilla.
Hmm.
Lori ordered that shit. I didn't even know she did. I'm just like, yeah, order what you want. You know what the fuck I like. And then the bag comes and it's Lupe tortilla. I was just like, oh shit, that's something, huh? How about that? That sucks a dick.
It does, and
Yeah.
it's an
I'll
expensive thing.
never shop here again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then we got back and we did our thing again. We were mainly
Headed
out.
over to the Texican.
Yeah, which that was a bit of a harder walk because it'd been a long day and I'm lugging around a bag of beer. Um, but now we got there and just saw everybody that was there had a good time. Lisa had a good time, so I'm glad about that. She was having a lot of fun, and
I think I was there for about 2 hours or so.
mhm.
Just I was up with the Chocoholics talking to them in their room. And
Yeah,
then I went down and hung out with you guys for a little bit. And I was just like, this place just sucks a fucking dick. It was midnight. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to go home, get some rest. I got to fucking drive back tomorrow. Soon as I fucking walk into the hotel, into the lobby, fucking, I get a text from Brian. He's just like, hey man, me and Cheech are back from the movies. Come fucking hang out. God damn it. So I go in and take a piss. No one's in there. I'm just like, sweet, I got a fart. So I think I'm going to fart. Almost shit my pants while I'm pissing. Luckily, I held it between my butt cheeks, fucking waddled on over to the stall and fucking unleashed more liquid shit into their fucking toilet. So I'm just
thanks, Luke the
texting.
tortilla.
So I'm just texting back with him. I'm just like, man, I just fucking got here. It was a long walk. I don't feel like walking back. And then I'm just like feeling bad. I'm just like, man, they just wanted to hang out all weekend. They fucking listen to this shit and everything. They're good guys. And God damn it. I'm just like, all right, motherfucker. All right, give me 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll fucking, I'll be back, bud. So walk back down to the old Texican. Fucking Brian works at a liquor store and he got like a fucking 200 bottle of tequila. And he's just like, come on, bud. Come on, bud. I was just like, I will do one. Because it's the road we had to go down wasn't the safest to walk
uh-uh.
back because we were pretty much walking in a construction site, if
Right.
we're being fucking honest here. So I'm just like, I'm not going to be sloppy motherfucking drunk walking back to this motherfucker. So, yeah, just hung out, drank some beer with them. We had a good time, some good fucking laughs and shit. It's always fun hanging out with those guys. But if I would have just waited like 10 fucking minutes, well, shit, I probably would have shit my pants.
Yeah, it's
So,
good that you did walk back. You know? Yeah, because
yeah,
otherwise that walk back would have really taken forever. That would
hell
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been wearing my boxers. They would have
Right.
found that shit in the
Yeah.
street or something. But yeah, a few people came up to me like, I appreciate the offer, like for sure. Say, hey, come take a shot with me and shit. I don't drink liquor anymore. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. If you had a fucking like a thing of beers and you're just like, hey, bud, drink a beer with me. Absolutely. I'm too old for liquor, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for sure, though, for real. Don't think
Yeah.
I'm a fucking cocksucker or anything. It's just,
No, the hangover is 100 times worse, and I can't do that, especially if I got to be up and socializing the next day.
no, yeah.
But yeah, Tom got us back. You know,
So
after
that was
done.
the real reason I went back. It was
Yeah,
our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, saying, oh, you got to shepherd your friends back home so they don't get hit by cars because
right.
you and Lisa you were Tom Friday drunk.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, along with losing my phone the day before, this time I lost my key, room key, and Lisa didn't have hers, so I had to go down and try to
We all had to go
yeah,
down.
had to drunkenly talk to these people, and
And they were fucking with you.
yeah, yeah, like
Yeah, they were playing 20 fucking questions just to make sure you were the right person
mm,
getting the room key, even though you had your fucking ID right
yeah,
there.
yeah. So that was it. We got back to the room. Okay, Sunday. I
Nah, hold on. So I get back to the room. Lori's asleep. I'm still, pretty much up. Not that tired because, haven't really been drinking that much. So I just finish eating the rest of my dinner and drinking a beer in the bathroom like a fucking animal. I was, well, got nothing else to do now. I guess it's time to go to sleep.
You could have taken a chair into the shower because those were pretty spacious. You
They
know.
were, but there was already a chair in the bathroom. I just had to put the lid down.
All right. Uh, yeah, Sunday. I don't know how to read a schedule apparently, so I didn't get there when the VIP room opened, or when the convention opened to the VIPs.
Well, you said you weren't going to get there till 11 regardless,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
which
Um.
is fine because nothing's going on until like fucking noon anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as you got your shit, the single garbage bag thrown over your table to let people know you're closed, you'll be all right until you get there. But yeah, Sunday at these things, nothing fucking happens. Like, really, Sunday, when I get there, I should just say my fucking goodbyes, break down, and fucking leave because this is the first Sunday to Frightmare I can remember that I sold something. Granted, it was just one thing, but it was shocking
Yeah.
that something actually sold because like Sunday's just
Hmm.
nothing for me.
I had a very good Sunday. Sales were brisk. It matched what was going on Friday, so that made up for how unusual Saturday was for me. Uh, and yeah, went through the day. I walked around, checked out the vendors. Thanks to our buddies from Severin for hooking a brother up. We got a lot of stuff to watch. Uh,
Shout out to Wild Eye. Hooked me up with a fucking like a 22 movie fucking stack.
yeah,
Went over there. He's like, nah, dude, take whatever the fuck you want. So it was a lot of these fucking movies are hard to watch. Like every time we review them, it's like, God damn it. But get ready. We got about 22. We're gonna fucking talk about this summer. And maybe we'll get Rob on. We'll see if he's up to doing an interview or something. Because he's a good fucking guy. Like it is what it is. He releases the movies that he releases. But I mean, if you're an independent filmmaker making these backyard fucking $20 movies, he's giving you an outlet to get your movie out there, and not a lot of motherfuckers are doing that at all. So I mean, that's commendable for that. Just letting people's dreams come true by getting their movies out there actually on a physical disc sold in outlets and shit. But
yeah,
the quality of the movies sometimes questionable.
yeah, yeah.
But I appreciate that shit for sure. And I'm about to review the fuck out of these things, dog. So hopefully some people fucking buy something from you.
Uh, yeah, I went and picked up some records from my buddy Jay Branch, Incision posters, but he also does conventions of his own, and he sends me a lot of business. So thanks. So always good to see him. Hadn't seen him in a bit. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of people out there. It was cool to see a lot of the vendors that we only see them once a year, and they're out there hustling. They're out there doing their thing, and then it was time to break down. It's time to get out of there. And like you said, this was probably your easiest load in. This was the easiest load out I've ever had at any convention. It was raining at that
Damn.
time, and still it was so easy. And I was at the end of the convention. I always want to go and thank Lloyd and Sue, but they're busy. They're making sure everybody's on their way. Their guests are being taken care of and all that. So I never get to see them. But
Yeah, I try not to bother them if we're walking and passing. It's like,
right,
hey, what's up, man? Appreciate you. And that's about it.
yeah. So, but I will go by his shop in a couple of weeks and just sit there and bullshit with little, and just give my thanks, because I do enjoy doing it. This was a much better experience than I was anticipating. Just my biases against convention centers, were getting the best of me at first, but man, they made it work, you know.
But still, don't get it fucked up. I'd much rather have it at a hotel
Yeah, so would
where
I.
I could just go
My
to the
first
room or
week,
whatever.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
realistically, whatever charm or uh whatever charm or magic
Hmm.
that was had at past years, I think that shit's gone now just because
Probably.
we're in this concrete block, and
Hmm.
it seemed a lot more business oriented like that. But I mean, it's like I had my reservations, but I was a lot better than I thought for sure.
I still had a lot of fun. Uh, yeah, yeah. Now going back to the Texican, okay, and this was all stuff that I was reading today. Is supposedly like Saturday night they got a little shitty and out of control. Like some people threw some of their lawn furniture in the fireplace thing, and as mentioned in the chat that I can't see, there was some cars broken into, which that's not cool, but it's cool for me because Lisa wanted to, we can stay here next year, and I really don't want to, but cars being broken into, that solidified it to where she doesn't want to stay there anymore, which is, yeah, good. All right.
And I mean, I'm gonna look at the fucking prices and see how much it really is. The Marriott is different than the Westin.
Hmm.
And if the Weston's fucking all right, no, save the walk or whatever, I might do that. But I don't think the walk was fucking that bad.
It wasn't outrageous, but if you are as drunk as I was, then it's probably a bit dangerous, you know. And
But
there
I'm
was,
saying if it's like $60 a night difference, I'll just pocket that $120 and go to the Marriott. I'm
yeah.
not a fucking cheap piece of shit, but I am frugal with my money, and that's
Oh yeah, yeah. and
$120.
and I think that was the main reason that I didn't pick the Westin to begin with. The Texican I really didn't want to stay with at, because I don't like. Uh,
Yeah, I fucking not no bias or anything. Everyone's different, but fucking I'm not good. I don't sleep well when I'm in hotels to begin with. I ain't sleeping at all if I'm at a fucking motel. I'm just waiting by the fucking door, trying to sleep in a chair with a shotgun in my lap, just waiting for somebody to fucking try and kick the door in.
yeah. Uh, yeah. That's and there was some incident with a guy with a knife out around there. They said some guy
Yeah, I
just in
guess.
where just running at people or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he was like just a crazy person from the area or someone from the show, but he was trying to knife motherfuckers in his underwear, and some out of state cop tackled him, and
Yeah.
then I guess he got away from him and then got hit by a car. They were saying there was blood all in the street.
Yeah. And it's like look real fucked up, like bloody.
Oh shit. Oh, he got knifed with one of those old school hood ornaments motherfuckers used to steal.
Yeah, more than likely it was a homeless person. There's a lot of homeless in Dallas, and there's a train station right there. So I don't know, but luckily nobody other than him was hurt. You know.
So, I mean, it sucks that your brain's fucked up and
Yeah,
you do all that shit, but
yeah.
I don't know what to
Out there
tell
being
you.
here to people, then you need to be taken off the streets one way or another. You know. Uh, yeah, but no. Again, Lloyd, I think listens every once in a while. So if you are listening, Lloyd, thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I probably should have left an hour earlier than I did.
Yeah,
I
you
should have
never come
left.
all the way to Frisco. You know, from there.
Yeah, like probably after I sold that mask, I should have left. But
Hmm.
after Frightmare, we hopped back in the car and went over to Portillo's, or as Texas Steve would call it, Portillo's. First time he said that shit, I laughed so goddamn fucking hard. Ignorance is hilarious, and I love it. And the line was fucking still. Motherfuckers are still waiting to get into that shit. I think we were in line for 30 minutes or so, and still don't have the right buns. But it was all right. Lori enjoys it. Steve didn't think it was bad. And then we drove back. I'm getting real sick of this fucking drive.
Did you spill any ketchup on yourself on the way back? Or
Fuck no, but I was eating the fucking burger that morning and I tried to rip the packet open and only fucking, when you get it a little bit and you press it and then it just shoots out.
yep.
Yeah, I fucking got that shit all over me, wiped it off, and then fucking for the next hour, I'm just smelling ketchup and just smelling ketchup. It's like, I can't fucking do it anymore. So everybody got a shot of my nips. People got erections. No one paid for it, which is fine. I'll let it slip this time. But yeah, fucking drove back. It always sucks driving back at night
Yeah.
after the long weekend and shit, but whatever. We got back. Steve had to drive home another 45 minutes or so, but he made it and
Good
it
deal.
was another one in the books, man.
Yeah. Well, I got
I'm
home.
glad it was
No, I got home and my neighbor was outside having some beers, so I went and had some beers, and then he was like really drunk, and so he went to bed early. But by then, I'd got my second wind, and I wasn't ready to stop drinking. So I did another night of long, hard drinking. Lisa tapped out at around 2 o'clock. Bless her for staying up with me that long. And I just started listening to music and singing along to music for the next 2 hours. Fucking drunk old Mexican.
Yeah, I get home, I unpack everything, put all the masks back on the fucking inventory table and make sure everything's set up, get all my boxes the fuck out of here and just break everything down and do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was it. I took today off. I said I'm going to take tomorrow off too. We'll see.
yeah.
I'm trying to fucking take more time where I'm just not spending all my goddamn life in the shop, but
As you should. You'll find that hey, you're still not. You know, you're not becoming a millionaire. Fucking all your time that you're spending in the shop. Somebody had to explain that to me at one time. Are you making any more money? It's like, no. I just feel like I got to be there all the time. I feel like this.
oh yeah.
I have to, and
I
you
feel guilty as fuck if I'm not doing
yeah.
anything. Like last week, I got all the work done that I needed to,
Mhm.
and then I got ahead and I got a couple more orders that I was going to work on this week done and shipped. And then the next fucking 2, 3 days, I'm just like, damn, I gotta go in there and fucking do something. what the fuck can I work on and get done? I need a fix, baby.
Yeah.
And it was rough.
No, luckily we've got a lot of work lined up. Yeah, so we'll be back at it tomorrow. But yeah, Tom, did you watch anything in the
Shit.
week?
I watched Rush Hour 3 in the hotel room while we were waiting for food and eating. It was edited and on BET. It was a Rush Hour movie, I guess, dude.
I don't think I ever saw the third one.
They go to Paris for fucking some reason, and the triad's there with some fucking bitch with a list tattooed on her head, and they want to cut her fucking head off and shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Jackie Chan's cool. Chris Tucker's fucking Chris Tucker. But the fuck ever.
Yeah, never seen it. I did like the first two though.
I remember liking the first one. I had the DVD at one time and then sold it to a used DVD store, so I guess I didn't give a fuck that much. But the fuck ever. Did you watch anything?
I watched a movie called Freaks.
Oh shit, the Todd Browning one?
Not the Todd Browning one. You have a choice between the Todd Browning one and this one from, I don't know, 2018 or something. Go with the Todd Browning one. Because this movie's not bad, but it's just, you know.
Is it a remake or anything like that?
It's about a guy that he's living with his daughter in this house, like a dilapidated house, and he's like telling her, you can't go outside, you can't see anybody. He's keeping her in seclusion because, Tom, they've got superpowers, and the world doesn't like people with superpowers. They lock them up.
Fuck you, muties.
Yeah,
Friends of humanity, motherfucker.
that's, if you've read X-Men at all, you know this storyline already. Of course, the girl sneaks out, and that leads to trouble. And Bruce Dern, her grandpa that she's never met, shows up because he's convinced that his daughter is still alive. They think she's dead, but he knows she's alive. And it's all about trying to get her out and trying to deal with the government forces that come after them. It was a movie. Never have to watch it again. It's I don't know.
Terrific.
But then, Tom, I watched Tiger Claws 2.
Fuck the second one.
The first one was just, this isn't all that. Mainly the main guy in the movie, I forgot what he is, Palestinian or Greek or something. He's awful. He's got no fucking charisma. He's a hell of a martial artist, but there's nothing. You just don't like the guy. He's not a Van Damme or whatever.
Damn, speaking of Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's going to be in the new Mortal Kombat,
He is.
Fuck
yeah. So it's
yeah.
Rothrock. Oh, wait a minute. She's been in all of them. So Cynthia Rothrock, she's in this too. She's back again, and she's just kind of like giggling, like in her scene. like fuck, what am I doing here or whatever. Man, this is terrible. This guy sucks, And in this one, Bolo Yeong, whatever, that big old Korean dude who was arrested in the last movie because he was serial killing people that would use the style that he fights in. And this time he's busted out of prison by this guy that trained with him as a child because they're going to hold a tournament. Because the tournament, I don't know, allows them, Tom, to access another portal to another dimension for whoever wins the tournament. You familiar with this storyline at all?
Fuck yeah. Sounds just like Street Fighter, dog.
So this guy that's like a restaurant owner, but he's also involved with some gun dealing shenanigans or some shit. He has like a labyrinth under his restaurant where the fighters can walk through, and if they come into each other in the hallway, they start fighting and shit. This movie's fucking great. I really, really enjoyed this one. Old Bolo, he's got some scenes where he's doing some comedy shit. It's just funny. It's just weird. Yeah, fucking. I mean, I put off watching it because the first one was just so mediocre bullshit. But this one, it's so fucking stupid, man. It's just awesome.
What'd they do? Ninja 3 it up?
Well, it ends at the end. Bolo and the other guy go through the portal, and it just kind of ends like that. We don't know. Well, what the fuck's happened to them? I'm gonna
Luckily, there's
find
a
out.
third.
I'm gonna find
Ellie.
out in Tiger Claws 3. I'll be talking about that next week. Yeah, I was ready to like throw this set in the box after I'm done with them, but shit, that movie is keeping me there, Tom. It's keeping me with it. But yeah, that's all I watched though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh shit. Should I go and add Tiger Claws 3 to my Vinegar Syndrome sale order before it ends? And then I remembered, I didn't fucking get anything this time around. It's like the first time in years I didn't get shit or anything at their table. So, hey, Vinegar Syndrome, put out better garbage.
Or
Thank
bring
you.
Show Girls to the show with you.
Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't because they're not finished being printed up and all that
Yeah,
shit.
that's what he
They
said. Brandon
yeah,
said that we didn't get them in time.
they've finished doing those special features like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I might have fucking bought that one, even though I got the Umbrella release. I might have just been, oh, fuck it, it's here, and I didn't buy anything else.
But Tiger Claws 2 is on YouTube, so anybody that wants to watch it that way, I mean, go for it. I didn't watch any of the special features or anything, but I might because I kind of really enjoyed this movie, you know. So
Okay, see if there's an Ed Boon commentary track.
yeah, just scroll through them and see what's what.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
We got some business to take care of before we talk about this last tomato movie.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. Do you guys know Tom sponsors these contests we have on here, offers up a good prize, and damn, the response to it is always amazing. It's always wonderful to see all the entrants and the contestants and see what they come up with, man. That's just great. But
Yeah, I think I got to come up with something easier. I mean, I thought this would have been all right since every motherfucker has a phone that they can
yeah,
upload shit to.
yeah.
I mean, we got like 10, 11 entries when we did the mystery box of shit. Granted, they just had to post a picture or whatever, but video's not much. The fuck?
Yeah. So, Tom, who is the big winner from this?
Oh man, you were picking it. I didn't want to feel bad. I'll
Nope.
tell you this. We got one for pro tomato and we got one for anti-tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Both completely different videos.
Yes.
So do you give it to the one that's pro tomato because they're pro tomato, or do you give it to the other one because they made an actual video and talked in a voice like they were a pedophile? And plus mention the company names.
Right. Yeah. I
So
would.
what do you do?
As tough a decision as it was to make, I would have to go with JRD's nuts and say congratulations to you, sir. You're gonna get a tomato in the mail, but that doesn't mean we don't have a consolation prize for Corey Hatfield that made the other video. So I will be finding something that I have laying around the shop and sending that your way. I will reach out to you tomorrow for your address, sir. I'm guessing Tom will do the same.
I will, even though I already have it, because
Yeah, I should have it.
JR has bought many, many things from me and many, many things from Joe. And I'm pretty sure that's why Joe picked him, so he wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah. Now, bought metal for me before and shirts, so yeah. But hey, it is what it is. You're both getting something. God damn it.
So for real, thanks for giving a
Yeah.
fuck.
Thanks.
All right, let's get this out of here. I knocked the light over. Can you tell? That never happened with a slip cover. All right, let's talk about these motherfuckers eating France, dog. It's the
All right.
last one.
So this movie, they brought in a little bit of star power, Tom. They got Skippy from Family Ties, whose real name I think is Mark Price. This guy was also in Trick or Treat, the horror rock and roll movie, and not a whole lot else. I think he does stand up comedy.
He's bigger than John Aston.
Is he? Well, okay. We've had John Aston in here. You're right. You're right about that. He is on
Yeah,
a
I don't know who this fuck face is.
he's on a tour of France. You know, hoping to meet some French chicks and get laid. But
Backpacking through France is like a college kid or something. Let's say
yeah,
that. You're
yeah.
making it seem like he's on some kind of professional tour or something.
No, he's just backpacking, being a prick. You know. Meanwhile, Dr. Gangrene, after the events of the first movie, maybe? Is this supposed to be the
These
second?
are all fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they don't line up right.
So, he's in prison, but not for long because you have a breakout. The tomatoes with faces are back and they break him out. And he's up to his old tricks. He's got a castle now in France, and the movie's just like a bunch of jokes at the expense of the French. You know, just
Which is awesome. And I fucking wish more movies would do that kind of shit today.
me too. I would like that, but I would like it to be funny. You know, this movie
Well,
is
I mean,
not.
it's not so much funny as much as they accurately depict the French.
Was this actually filmed in France?
Some of it, yeah.
It
I was
looked like.
watching it with my mom,
Yeah,
and
it's
she
like.
was like, "Oh, I was there. I bought you a hard drive there." And she did. Right here, it used to have a bigger piece on it. What is this? I think that's part of Hulk's leg,
Hmm,
but it broke off from the bigger thing. And this is fucking crazy, dude. This little thing's like fucking a terabyte.
hmm.
Or it's not that much, but it's a lot. I got so much shit on here. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, this shit, I got it from where fucking Killer Tomatoes 4 was filmed.
All
Fuck
right.
you.
All right. The guy that's backpacking, he meets a French girl, and
Just ugly ass bitch.
I've already forgotten a lot of this movie. Oh, they're trying to the guy that wanted to be a reporter, I forgot his name,
Igor.
Igor. They've got a plan to have,
Kidnap Fuzzy Tomato to steal his seed.
and he can become the king of France.
They have to. Yeah, they get the Bible black, and there's another prophecy in here that'll make old Igor the king of France if they fucking whack off FT and get his seed or some shit. But he has it's not a twin and it's not a double. I forget what they call them when somebody looks like you
Adopt.
somewhere else. There you go, a doppelganger. So this motherfucker's flying around on a glider, but he has like this big venom tongue and these sharp teeth with these glowing red eyes. So he's flying around France saying things like, Spider-Man, I'm gonna get you how I talk with this tongue hanging out of my mouth the whole time. That's all I got on doppelganger. I like the design. Is that 290s for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
290. There's a giant tomato this time out, you know, and that's stupid as shit. Yeah, it's just a bunch of the same shit, a bunch of gags, like they're self-aware again at times, and it's just not my kind of thing. It's very juvenile, I guess, like I
No, you can't stand it. What trick bandit?
uh yeah, if you got a 9-year-old and you want to put something on that they may be entertained by, you can throw this on, and this will work for that. But I saw it. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah, I watched these again a few years ago. I was just like, oh yeah, those are pretty good and fun. Not so fun this time around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but I mean, again, it's the puppets and shit are cool. I like that. It's just this humor. I don't know, man. I just I can't go for this humor. I don't. Ah, fuck. I don't want to say would not recommend, but I mean, if you like little creatures and monsters and shit, check this one out.
If you like stupid shit, this is stupid.
I did
But
check out. Oh nope.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did check out some random episodes
Okay.
of the animated series.
Hmm.
Their Creature from the Black Lagoon episode, their Frankenstein episode. I guess in the first season, a lot of or all of the episodes were based off old monster movies and shit. And I can't remember. There was a couple other ones. The first season, I'm a 38-year-old fucking man now. Going back and watching this cartoon I watched when I was what, maybe 6 or 7. It's not like Rocco's Modern Life when you can go back as an adult and laugh and see all this adult shit in it and like that. But it's not bad. It's a good animated series. Sure, it was just made to cash in off of that and sell shit, but I mean it's all right. It's fucking, especially if you like monster movies and horror cartoons and stuff like that. I would definitely say check out the first season, because when you get to the second season, I guess their budget was slashed and they went to another production company. The models don't look the same. It looks less than, and the animation is a downgrade. Uh the first season just has like little tomato monsters and shit. And then the second season, they bring in the bigger tomato monsters like Zoltan and Snake Mato, which we seen in Killer Tomatoes 4 when they
Yeah.
introduced them. So it's cool to see those, but just the animation and the character designs are so much more less than. It's just being an adult and going back and watching this fucking kids cartoon, you can deal with watching the first season, but just check out the first season if you're interested, and if you like it more than you should have, reevaluate your life depending on your age and know that that's good and fine, but sometimes we got to grow up and check that one out if you want to. But yeah, I'll say this, Joe. If they clean this shit up and find like master copies, I'd probably pick it up on fucking DVD or whatever they do and watch the first season and probably put it on the shelf after that and never watch it again. I'd say the cartoon was better than any of the movies because they could do more in animation with the budget. You know what I'm saying?
They had John Aston doing the voice in the cartoon too, right?
Yeah, I think he was the only one to come back, so. But still, that's fucking all those cartoons. You'd have like the Ace Ventura cartoon. They have some guy who talk like this and shit. And it just, they do all those cartoons based off movies. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Sounds nothing like the cocksucker. But yeah, they got John Aston, so I mean, it lined up well and all that. And the animated series is definitely the best thing. The season 1 of the animated series is definitely the best thing to come out of the Killer Tomatoes franchise. So,
Hmm.
Joe, rank 'em, you fuck.
Oh shit, that is hard to do. Let's see. I'll go 1, 4, 2, and I didn't watch 3.
Or 2, 4, 1, 3.
All right.
God damn, 3 sucked. Fucking racist ass motherfucker. You got this little tomato with that stupid fucking hat on his head with the brim that goes all the way around, smoking a cigar, going, "Bah, bah, bah, bah. You fucking racist piece of shit. I know what the fuck you're doing." And I called the cops. Never shop here again.
So Tom, we're gonna switch gears, and we're gonna delve into starting next week the Nemesis films.
What the fuck is that?
There's 5 of these. 4 of them are on Tubi. I think part 4 is on Freevee.
The fuck is it?
Nemesis.
What the fuck is it?
Some shit about robots. A cyborg type guy.
All right, yeah, I've never heard of this fucking ever. All right, yeah, I fucking
either, so I don't know what we're in for.
Okay.
Some low budget bullshit, more than likely.
Oh, is it? All right.
But this is DWN's terrible
Sci-fi
podcast with a little bit of
what
sci-fi.
it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, next week.
Yeah, I thought you had a good transition at first when you said we're going to switch gears, and then you just talked about what the fuck we're going to watch instead of Spider-Man's stupid ass fucking car.
Well, I was about to get into that. But hey, Tom,
What's up, dog?
you like dune buggies?
Ah, man, I like Herbie, except when that fucking crack addict was riding in them. I didn't give a shit about that.
That poor girl.
Mm.
Do you like spider dune buggies?
Not anymore.
Hmm.
I thought you were going to say Spider-Man. My bad. I should have listened.
this the Spider-Mobile is back. And
Dude, I already read this. I'm going to go grab a beer quick. You let them know. This shit sucks. I'm just going to let you know the shit sucks. One of the fucking worst episodes that fucking I've had to read ever. And I'm going to go get a beer. Fuck this. I fucking talked about the whole thing last week.
He did. And that was a good annual, by the way. I went back and reread annual number 10 and Spider-Man's Fighting the Fly. He barely talked about it last week. He was being sour because I didn't read it, because I didn't watch the movie, because, I wanted to work on the yard. But anyway, Spider-Man's is swinging through town, and then, holy shit, there's the Spider-Mobile, and it's being driven by himself. And Spider-Man's, hey, all of a sudden my powers don't work. I went through this like little fog, and now my web shooters don't work, and my powers don't work. But god damn, this car is chasing after me, and he escapes it, goes to visit his Aunt May with Mary Jane. They bring her some magazines because they're good kids. They see old Harry Osborn there, and now he's dating old Liz. So that's good for him. Maybe he'll stay sane and not become a criminal anymore. But Spider-Man's is determined, well, I need to get that car back because those people are going to sue me. How they're going to fucking sue Spider-Man's? Are they going to take him to court? The car chases him again. He lets himself get captured so he can figure out, well, who the hell is doing this? Turns out it is the Tinkerer from issue number 2 of Amazing Spiders. Remember him? I don't either, because that issue probably sucked too and is not memorable. But yeah, this was his master plan to get back at Spider-Man's and use this car to do it. And then Spider-Man's beats him and his henchmen up, and takes the car back and leaves it hanging outside a building. Like some
Just,
prick.
dangling like a
Yeah.
fucking idiot
Yeah. So this, I mean, if I remember
with a
correctly,
note.
spider webs, they evaporate after a
About an
week.
hour, yeah.
Oh, so that thing's gonna fall and kill somebody. And
Thoughts
then
and prayers.
the police and J. Jonah Jerklin are gonna be right. Spider-Man's is a menace. Oh, also, J. Jonah Jameson got some mail.
A she-male.
Yeah, we don't know what was in this parcel, but it's gonna have ramifications for Spider-Man's in the next few issues. Maybe, as Tom said, this was just dumb. This was stupid. They could have replaced that fucking buggy with a tomato. It
Did you
would have.
mention how the motherfucker isn't even an alien? Like
Yeah.
they were trying to play the
Oh yeah.
motherfucker off
Yeah.
as an
Yeah.
alien. Oh, just kidding,
Yeah.
dickhead.
Oh, that was my plan to elude a capture or something.
Jesus Christ.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, retconning went back that long.
It did.
Fucking
Beat you to the
hell.
punch, George Lucas.
They should have fucking. I'm not really an alien. I'm a walkie-talkie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Joe, you like? I'm surprised we're fucking over an hour. We didn't have really shit to talk about. That's fucking tremendous.
Yeah.
Joe, you like lists?
No, I don't. But this time, Tom, you said we're going to talk about our convention pet peeves. And this is one that we've done in the past, but I tried to make this one a little more specific to the cons, like the one we just did and some other ones I may have done recently. And I had to start out with an honorable mention, Tom. And my honorable mention peeve is myself for constantly losing shit this past weekend, starting with my car keys that ended up being in Taco's room. But yeah, I lost my car keys for a while, and of course I'm freaking out on that, like I was freaking out on everything else I lost throughout the weekend. During the course of the weekend, I lost my car keys, my glasses a couple of times, my Square reader, my phone, my card to the room.
Hold on, let me cut you off again. Sorry, bud. So they got a Square reader where you can just tap this shit and it works better than that sliding one.
Yeah, that's what Juan had.
Because every time I fucking try and you say, "Hey, you got a Square reader?" I'm just like, "Here," and I hand you mine. No, fuck you. I'm not using this shit. Is that just garbage? Should I be getting something else or what?
I don't know. It always works fine for me.
All right.
I know Lisa, she was having problems with her phone, like like it would just keep spinning and spinning forever. So I don't know. Juan had that problem for a little while too, and he just restarted his phone, and then it worked fine. But yeah,
Gotcha.
that little thing where they tap the card against that square thing he had, it's a little too fancy for me. Uh, just another thing I would have to learn, and I don't want to learn anymore. I'm done with all that shit.
I didn't even graduate high school. You think I'm gonna learn this shit?
Right? Fuck. Drop out. So yeah. Me, if I could do these shows without myself being there, I definitely would. But my number 5 is vendors that just spend all their time bitching. You know,
Man, that's just my fucking personality. Why don't you go suck a dick, man? I hate this show and I'm sick of fucking doing it.
kind of like just fucking go home. If all you can do is bitch,
I
just
did.
go home. Uh, that wasn't aimed at Tom. That was aimed at some other vendors that wasn't even at this show. It's like some other shows, and it's like, man, shut the fuck up or leave. Don't try to bring me down. I'm trying to have a good time here. Get a podcast and bitch on that shit.
My number 5 is people coming up to your table and taking pictures. If you come up to the table, interact with me, say, hey, how's it going? You mind if I take a picture or whatever? Not fucking talking to you. You guys are fine and cool, and I'm glad you appreciate my shit enough that you want to fucking never look at it again, but have the picture just in case you want to. I don't know if you probably don't. I just have these people that just fucking walk up to my thing, just take pictures and shit, and just fucking walk away. Don't even say, hey man, good stuff, or just anything. Just, oh, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna come up and take pictures and you can fuck off. All right, let's go fuck myself. Thank you.
My number 4, slow moving people. People that just congest the line or whatever, or they congest my movement. I've got a place to go. I'm gonna go do this, get back to the table. But some people are just kind of like walking like they're fucking zombies, and they're not even dressed like zombies. They just move slow as shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that fucking sucks. And I'm a big fucking lumbering guy. Like I don't fucking run. I when I walk, I stalk. And if I'm fucking trying to get past you and shit, there's a fucking problem for real. And there was a few of those motherfuckers who weren't disabled this weekend. So
yeah.
yeah, fuck that shit for sure. Uh Number 4 is the people who come by, look at your shit, fucking, you'll say, "Oh, hey, what's going on, man? What's up?" Nothing. They just fucking ignore you. They pull a Tom Savini. Well, no, Tom Savini will give me some money and not say anything.
Yeah.
But I'll say, "What's up?" to these. Just nothing. Just ignore the fuck. All right, I'll go fuck myself. Once again, take pictures if you want to. Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm
Fucking
gone.
dickhead.
Myself, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Now, granted, I know there's like a foot and a half table space in between us, so maybe you didn't hear me say hello. Fucking assholes. And I
Uh,
get it. I'm a weird fucking autistic at times too. And I think nobody wants to talk to me and I'll fucking divert my eyes and shit. But you're right here looking at the shit. We're a fucking 1.5 feet away. Hey, what's up, man? I'm not gonna push anything on you. I'm not that kind of guy. Hey, got this deal going on. Blah 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 blah. Why don't you buy Man, if you like it, you're gonna buy it.
all right.
Nothing I'm gonna say is gonna fucking sway you either way into fucking buying anything. Just hey, hello. All right, cunt.
And number 3, I have people that want to haggle, or they come, hey, you got any deals going? Yeah, that's my price right here. It's a deal. It's a fucking deal. All right. I mean, do you go into fucking HEB and say, hey, man, what can you do on these tomatoes? Can you do something a little better on this? What if I buy like 8 packages of tomatoes? You think you can get them for, and I know I'm not a fucking corporation or anything, but hey, fuck off. You know, I've got the price written down right there. Take it or don't. You know,
Eric, you're my buddy. I'm already giving you the best price I possibly can right now.
Mm,
Appreciate it out.
yeah.
Number 3, I have people blocking the table. Sometimes they just get caught up in the moment and they find their fucking friends and they just happen to find them in front of your table and they just start talking for 20 minutes. The people who attend conventions have a different mindset and everything than the people who are there to work and sell shit. And when you stand in front of a fucking table, blocking people's stuff, can't really sell shit. So if you go to conventions and do that, quit being an ignorant bitch. Take your fucking conversations elsewhere so we can get shit going on. I never say anything because it's always going to be like, hey, man, can you fucking move so I can do stuff? And I'm not fucking being like, ugh, but I know just the fact that I said fucking, they're gonna go fucking run and tattle on me like there's anything they can do about it, like it's high school or some shit. But yeah, it's just like fuck off with that shit, man. You gotta do business. People have to see the shit. Quit blocking shit, son. Fuck.
At number 2, Tom, I get a lot of people, look at the stuff on the table and they'll say, "Hey, you know what you should make? Why don't you fucking tell me what I should make? Why don't you tell me?" Uh, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of. You know what would make a great shirt? I don't know. Apparently, not any of these or any,
Not any of these hundreds of designs
right,
I have laid out on the table.
1,400 on my website. No, what should I make? You know, yeah. Occasionally, I'll get some good suggestions, but most of the time, whatever you suggest is not good. I've got enough shit that doesn't sell. You know, I don't need you helping me out in that regard with something else that's not going to sell.
I got a terrific email today. It was just like, "Oh, hey man, you had this listed on eBay years ago. Can I get one?" I was just like, "Sure, man, I'll make you one." "Oh, great. Can you make this a little wider? Make this like this, put this over here and make this like this and do this. Oh man, I love your work." I was just like, "Yeah, I could do that, but that would be a whole nother sculpture. It wouldn't be the piece that you emailed me about
Yeah,
saying you
that,
fucking love."
that's custom work, right? Yeah.
You fuck. It's fucking $250 piece turned into a $1,500 quote. And I'm sure they will never be heard from again.
Nope.
Oh shit. What are we on? 2?
Yes.
Kids touching shit. Hey man, I know I got cool shit that fucking tracks kids. That's why I do it. But hey, watch your fucking kids and don't let them put their fucking grubby little snot covered hands on shit, picking shit up. 'Cause you know they're gonna fucking every time fucking some little grubby handed fuck will get close to those predator masks. I wanted to pick those bitches up and throw them against the fucking ground. Jesus Christ. And some of these parents aren't even looking at their kids, just waiting for someone to come up and snatch them away or fucking some shit. Watch your goddamn kids, raise them a little better. Don't let them molest everything that's on people's fucking tables. I know you paid your fucking $35 to get in, but we paid a lot more than that and a lot more to make all the shit. So how about you have a little fucking respect for your goddamn self and don't let everybody think you're the worst fucking person in the world because you can't keep an eye on your goddamn little fucking rugrat, you some bitch. Fuck the kids.
Woo. At number 1, Tom, furries. The fuck are they doing? This is a horror convention. Don't come out here dressed like a fucking cat or whatever the fuck you are, with your stupid ass furry convention. Yeah, I know you're gonna wear it every chance you get. It's like, oh, there's a convention. I'm gonna go over there so I can wear my furry. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking wait till fucking your furry convention or something. Well,
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a lot more people coming just because it was a convention to cosplay for the sake of cosplaying. Granted, there was more,
hmm
but not as much as I fucking thought. Just is what it is now, man. It
yeah.
just it is
But
what it is
most
now.
of it at this show, it didn't deviate. At least a lot of it was horror.
I mean, there
But
was some comic book shit, but it was more on the fucking horror side of comic books, I guess.
yeah,
But I understand it, but there were a couple furries.
yeah. It's like, God damn, because those fuckers aren't gonna buy anything.
No, they're just gonna go fuck somebody dressed like a kangaroo up in the West.
Yeah,
Come in my pouch.
always wanted to fuck a possum.
play dead. I always wanted to fuck roadkill. So they scraped that hobo off the side of the road, put a foam fuzzy mask over his fucking head, and fucked his rump.
It's on that.
Oh shit! Number one,
Tom.
the worst, dude. Like, I don't want to fucking hurt anybody. I don't want to get into fights. I know I'm a fucking big fucking guy, and I could probably fuck people up. Don't want to do that. But when people come up and say, "Oh, hey, how much is this?" "Oh, it's what? Really that much?" I just want to jump over the table and just fucking just rip their fucking jaw right the goddamn fuck off. Holy shit, you ignorant bitch. If you knew the market for fucking these high-end masks and shit, you'd be like, "Oh, Tom, thanks for not being a dickhead and giving us the most reasonable price as you possibly fucking can."
Yeah.
God damn, my fucking heart's just right now, just thinking of these fucking ignorant bitches. God damn. Sorry my shit's not made in Mexico and fucking not sorry, dog. Fuck you. God damn, if you could just run around punching motherfuckers, that would be it. Yeah, so I mean, that was that again. Hope you YouTubers enjoyed what's probably a podcast no one will ever go back and find hear what our top 10 pet peeves were. But if you want to dig through the archives, it's
There's
in there.
plenty to dig from. Yeah. Join us next week when we'll have another list that Tom sent me a text and said, "Hey, remember to think of a list." And I did. I thought all day and couldn't come up with shit.
Fuck.
But I will, because I'll keep thinking about it and not coming up with shit, I guess. But something will pop up.
I'm going to give you a little advice.
Mm-hmm.
On my phone, I got an app called Notepad.
Yeah.
And one of the notes on there is titled THC List Ideas. For whenever I think of something randomly, I'll just jot it down in there. And whenever I can't think of one, I have a list of ideas, Joe.
All right.
So maybe that's something you might wanna do.
Yeah, send me your list.
Top 5 things we love about conventions.
Top 5 things on Tom's lists.
Fuck yeah, he's got 3. Didn't say it happens every week, but when I think of something. Anyways, dwnproductions.net. Go see all the shit I got over there. Masks, bus, props, custom work. Probably not till July. Yeah, but still, check it the fuck out. Why the fuck not? I don't fucking know. FastCustomShirts.com. Head the fuck over there. Joe will tell you all the fuck about that shit.
Lots of shirts to look through. Lots of shirts. And you look through them, and I know you've got your suggestions, but just save that shit up and look through what I've got there already. Hopefully you find something. You need custom work, hit me up, but we're real busy right now. Thankfully, we got a lot of orders lined up that we got to knock out, but yeah, whatever.
dwnproductions.net, fastcustomshirts.com, boygob.com, and BOYGOB.